from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot. Wow. And the school is based on the Christian principles. Wow. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant grace, in God we trust. Good morning once again. We are here today, AGPS TV, and today we are going to solve some literature questions. That is likely examination questions in literature from our anthology. What is an anthology? Anthology is a collection of play, stories, or poem written by different writers compiled in one book. An example we have is the Cockerel being given to us. So today we are going to take a story from the Cockerel. We will take two stories, then we'll answer some likely questions on them. Let's take about the dilemma. First of all, we'll take the dilemma of a ghost, written by Ama Ata Edu. Some of us have read it, others have not. So with this, I have to give a little summary about it. It's about a family in the central region who sold or pawned their jewelries to send their son to abroad with the intention of coming back home to set up a business, not knowing that when the child went to school, he came back with a wife. The family was not pleasant with the wife. He came back knowing that the child or the lady he married was a descendant from the slave being taken from Africa to the United States. It brought up a bit of a little conflict between them, racism, understanding, and you know how the people in the Western world thinks. They think you give birth when you are ready. You give birth when you are ready. But here in Africa, once you are married, they expect you to have a child. So today we are going to answer questions on the dilemma of a ghost that we have read. We are answering questions on them. First of all, we will take the dilemma of a ghost, written by Ama Ata Edu. As I have said, we are read the extract below and answer question A to Z. We know the extract, that is the part being taken from a story. So we are going to read the extract, and based on the extract, we are going to answer the questions. 1. Speaker X, darling, what is it? Speaker Y, some crawling things, composing herself. Anyway, tell your mother we are grateful. Let's cast our mind back to the Cockerel. That is the dilemma of a ghost. When the boy's mother went to their house and gave them a product or something he got from the farm, the lady did not know what the thing was. So he was composing himself as if the thing was not, it's ugly, it's not nice. So that is what we are that is where we are taking this extract from. When the mother gave them a present she got from the farm. So we are going to answer the questions on this extract. So Speaker X, I have already read. Speaker Y is already read. Then let's take the question. Speaker X and Y. Let's take the answer from it. It said darling. So when someone calls someone darling, meaning they have a relationship, an intimate relationship here. So our answer can be derived from Speaker X saying darling. So Speaker X and Y are couples in the play. So the answer there is couples. They are couples in the play. Let's go to B. The crawling things. The crawling things. The crawling things refers to, that is, the products the mother sent from the bring from the farm is what we are talking about. And when we read the story, we noticed that the mother brought home snails. So the crawling things here are the snails. Then let's go to C. Composing herself, as if the thing was ugly, the thing was not attractive, or she was scared. So when someone is composing herself in a playwright, it's an example of a stage direction. It's an example of a stage direction. Let's continue. Let's continue, please. Then we take another extract again. we take another extract. This one is X speaking. Hurari. All the time I've been quiet as if I were a tortoise, but I have been watching, hoping that things will be different, at least in the house. Let's take this extract for instance. Do you remember when we read when the boy came from abroad, the mother and the sister went to visit him in the city? When they went there, the mother did not give him, the boy did not give the mother water. The boy did not give the mother water to drink. So the boy sister begged for the water. You know that he said, "Can I have water?" So the mother said, "This thing is being repeated because of what happened in the past." Because of what happened in the past. So the question is, my phone. Okay, so we remember that one. So we are going to answer the questions based on that. D, write the name of the speaker X in the extract. Write the name of the speaker X in the extract. Speaker X, we remember, is Ato's mother and her sister. So the person who is speaking here is Ato's mother. That is Esikom or Ato's mother. You can write Esikom or Ato's mother. Then we go to E. The speaker makes the above speech because, let's take the answer from the question. Hurari. All the time I have been quiet as if I were a tortoise, but I have been watching, hoping that, so the answer can be derived from here, hoping that things will be different, meaning the things that is happening today has happened before. So that is why the speaker made the speech. The speaker makes the above speech because the thing or it has happened before. Then we move on to F. State the figure of speech in as if I were a tortoise. We learned that in our literary devices, that when we see as or like, we are talking about simile. And here, the as if meaning is a literary device called simile. Let's take another one. Let's move on to the next one. Another one. We are reading, this is also an extract. It's also an extract. And that is the sad part of it, my sister. He has not taken this girl whom we all know and like, but he has gone for this black-white woman, a stranger and a slave. Do you remember when Atu came to their village and their family gathered? Is there that things popped up that he has married a white woman? So in our book, we remember people, there were neighbors who are staying closer to the Odomna clan. So here, the neighbors are talking about the mother of Ato went to seek a lady son in marriage for him, but the mother did not know that Ato is married. So that is what they are talking about. And let's answer the question, who is this? Meaning, who is speaking? Who is this? That is the second woman. When we read our Kokru, the dilemma of a ghost, we will notice that the second woman was speaking here. Who is the black-white woman? This is referring to Ato's wife, or Ilali. It's Ilali we are talking about, or Ato's wife. State the point of view of the above extract. Let's derive our answer from the extract, and that is the sad part of it, my sister. He is a third person pronoun. So Atu was not close to them. So here the answer is he, being the third person point of view. So here it says state the point of view of the above extract, we are talking about Ato, and he was not present, so we take the third person point of view. So the answer is the third person point of view. Let's move on to another section or another story in the Kokro. We all remember Oliver Twist. When we say Oliver Twist, what comes to our mind is ask for more. How did Oliver Twist ask for more? Today we are going to have a little summary about it. That is, it was a woman. Oliver was born in a parish in England. That is, the mother traveled to come and give birth in England at a parish, and he was sent to a workhouse to work. Where he was sent to work, they were given a meal a day. So the people, the children in the workhouse find that they were not satisfied with the food they were given. So they wanted someone to go and talk to the chairman of the house to add more. So they point Oliver to do that. So when Oliver went there to ask for more, he was being put in a room. He was being put in a room, and a bounty was placed on Oliver's head. The first person who came for Oliver was not given because he was a chimney sweeper. Then came the Sowerberrys, that is the undertaker. He sent Oliver home, but he was maltreated by the wife, Mrs. Sowerberry, Noah Claypole, and Charlotte. So Oliver had to run to London, where he found a boy of his age who was dressed like a man, took him to a place, not knowing that they were pickpockets. So one day they went to town to pick or to steal. When they went there, Oliver did not know what they were doing. So after they have taken it, the owner of the store they were picking from saw them, and Oliver was sent to the judge. When Oliver went there, the man or the shop owner came and said it wasn't the one who stole from them, but it was the other boys. So Oliver got rescued by Mr. Brownlow. He took him to his house, hospitalized him well, gave him clothes, fed him. Then he sent Oliver to the market to go and deliver some books. On his way, the people he was working with for the first time took him back to where they were, and they did not find Oliver again. So it got them angry, and they wanted to go and steal. So when they went to steal in the house, Oliver got shot, not knowing that the house they wanted to steal from, Oliver's mother, sister, that is his auntie, was there. So it's then that Oliver got to know his parents or his relatives and his father as well as his brother. This is what Oliver Twist gave us in our book. So we are going to read some portion, or we are going to read the extract here, some questions, and we'll answer them. Let's go. A cold delay feeling crept over the boy. That is the extract. A cold delay feeling crept over the boy. After a while, he saw and heard nothing. After a while, he saw and heard nothing. J, the boy refers to, we are all talking about Oliver. So the boy here refers to Oliver. Then K, the first sentence contains which literary device? A cold delay, feeling crept. So feeling is not human being. Feeling is not human being. So here we are using human attributes for cold, and at the same time feeling for cold. So we are here using the literary device personification. We are using personification. So the first sentence contains which literary device? That is personification. Then let's move on to another extract. We are moving on to another extract. I can teach the boy to be a chimney sweeper, he told Mr. Lemkins, but that's a nasty job for a boy. The child could die with all the smoke and thus going into his lungs. This one, I was giving the summary. I said a first person came when the bounty was placed on his head. A first person came, but he was not given. This was the person who came for Oliver, and he wasn't given. So this is what we are talking about. So let's answer the question. This can be found in page 104 in our Cochrane. Let's answer the question. L. Identify the one referred as he in the extract. So the he here was referring to. Let's take our answer. I can teach the boy to be a chimney sweeper. He told Mr. Limkins. So the he here is referring to Mr. Gamfield. Referring to Mr. Gamfield. Then M, the extract brings out the theme of. Let's take our answer from the extract again. I can teach the boy to be a chimney sweeper. He told Mr. Limkins. That was his idea. But the but here is showing a contrast between what he said, and what the judge also thinks about the boy. So here, the extract brings about a theme of but in the novel. That is a contrast in the novel. Then we go to N. How did Oliver saved from becoming a chimney sweeper? Once again, when we read the page, I think when we read the page, we will get to know that when Mr. Chimney told them that when Mr. Gamfield told them he wanted to make a man out of the boy by teaching him how to be a chimney sweeper, Oliver kneeled down and begged the judge not to give him to a cruel man like Mr. Gamfield. So this is where our questions and answers will be. We will continue with this and other stories in the Cochrane next week. Thank you for your time. See you later. Bye. Abundant Grace International School, we are located right in Obuasi, precisely BDM. The school has a number of facilities that aid in learning. We have qualified and trained teachers who are ready and willing to assist the children. The school has many facilities such as the ICT laboratory. We also have a science laboratory. We also have a library. The school has a number of buses which convey the children from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant Grace, in God we trust.